welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And this week I'm going to talk about something that I find very interesting, which is comparison websites. So, those flight comparison websites and airlines directly. I've done a little exercise and today I'm going to talk about it. So come with me. Let's talk gadgets. So I'm sure if you are now watching me, you certainly know what I'm talking about. All these comparison websites. There's so many. We see the ads on TV. We are bombarded with ads even here on YouTube. And we know they exist and we know a lot of people use them. But how good are they? Are they really as good as what they promise to be, or there is a catch? Well, you know there's always a catch, don't you? So today I am going to talk about a simple exercise that I've done. For the sake of this video, I am not gonna name websites in particular, and I might just mention some airlines, but I really want to talk in a general way, because my intention is not slam any particular website nor promoting any particular website. This is just a general exercise, and it's just to show you what I found for these particular dates. However, obviously this is not any sort of advice, and you have to do your research yourself. And in fact, this is the purpose of this video, is to tell you that when you want to go on a holiday and you want to book your flights, please do your research, do your homework, and search as much as possible. Because sometimes if you stick to one place, you might not be getting the best deal. And sometimes, and I know people don't usually stick to one place, but they might just stick to these comparison websites because they think, oh, okay, they compare lots of airlines, they compare them all, and then they have them all here, and they present to me the best deals. Let's see that. So what I did, I did a simple study from a possible flight. What I did was using the language, the countries that I usually fly, which is Sydney to Lisbon, so Australia to Portugal, and return. And I chose the date 1st of March to 18th of March, 2 weeks. I know that when you go to Europe, you might choose a longer stay, because it's basically, if you suffer with jet lag, it would be a few days that you won't be feeling your best, and it will be a few days that you miss. But that's fine. I just did this as an exercise. And one of the things that I realized is, in the comparison websites, if you go and you search, you will find that in many of them, the prices that they present of the flights do not include luggage. So they are just the fare. And they say, some say literally, it's only carry-on luggage, and it's 5 kilos, I think I read in one of them, and they have carry-on luggage only. Others don't specify anything in particular, but what they say is that luggage fees may apply. And then when you look for the flight, you may find that the flights that they offer, so those big nice deals that they offer, might just be carry-on luggage. Okay, and you might say, that's fine, I'm a backpacker, I usually just carry a backpack with me even when I go overseas, even when I do long trips, so that will fit me. That's perfectly fine. Go ahead and just do it. But again, there's a catch, and I'm gonna tell you about it. Apart from that, you might think, oh, they have all the airlines available. I found out that that's not entirely true either, because I visited the websites and they have only a few airlines, not by no means, not all airlines. And yeah, and then they present you some airlines, and they, for example, for Qantas, I noticed that the comparison websites, one of the comparison websites, was offering me the cheaper flights that they could find for Qantas, and this apparently did not include luggage, was a flight with Qantas that would operate through the Middle East, through Dubai. If you go to Qantas and you do exactly the same exercise, the same dates, you will find that Qantas has lots of flights that will operate with a stopover in Asia and then Heathrow. So you will find that Qantas has other options. Some of them that obviously the flight, the last leg of the flight, for example, from Heathrow to Lisbon, couldn't be operated by Qantas because Qantas does not fly to Lisbon, but would be operated by British Airways. And the same with British Airways and other airlines. Sometimes the options that they offer routes that may not be the ones that you are thinking or the ones that you prefer. And plus, they do not offer you all airlines. So please make sure that you see which airlines are on offer and if there is more options on the card, and if you have your selection of airlines, because we all do. I know I do. I know that there are a few airlines that I would not consider. You can just tick those off, and then you can tick those off or tick the ones you want on. Another thing you should pay attention, some of these comparison websites have all the airlines that they work with ticked on, but then if you want to take, because they offering you prices with airlines that you would not consider, so there's no point in having them there, you just tick off. In the case of others, they have them all ticked off, and then you just tick whoever you want if you want to filter them. So they still have the options on the card, but then if you want to filter, you just choose the ones that you want to filter. So bear that in mind as well. If you want to choose particular one airline or a few airlines in particular, you can do that, but they won't have all as some claim. Then I also noticed that the pricing, it's also a little bit different. Yeah, you might find that if you go directly with the airline, you may get a slightly more expensive deal. But remember, when you are doing on the comparison website, it says that luggage is not included. So if you wanted to include luggage, you would probably get the same pricing. So think about that. My advice is do them all. Yeah, it takes time, but if you really want to get the best deal, you really have to do your homework. See what you have. If you have a selection of airlines that you definitely would consider, choose those and compare. Really do that comparison work and see what has or what everyone is offering, and then you choose the one that you think it's the best for you. They may offer you different routes from different countries that may suit you or may not suit you. You are the one who needs to make that decision. And the more information you have at your disposal, obviously, the better the outcome will be. So think about that. And next time you go and you search for your flight, make sure you choose whatever you want to do and the best deal. Just don't go for the first that first offer. Don't really think that if you're gonna go and you look at the airline directly, you're gonna be worse off. You may not, and sometimes it even may pay off. Just get into your local travel agent and ask. Maybe they get a good deal for you. So I think the secret here is to be open-minded and see what comes up, see what the offers are, see what you want to do. Am I happy to do this? Am I happy to go with this route? If the answer is yes, just go ahead and do it. If the answer is I don't think so, then consider another strategy. And I think if you really do your homework, you can get the best holidays. That's my advice. And that's all for today. I hope you really liked this gadget report. I hope it really gave you an insight about what sometimes may be the perception of most versus what the reality may be. I'm not by no means, and as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not saying that the comparison websites are no good or that you cannot find a good deal on those websites. That's not what I meant to say, and this is not the purpose of this video. What I meant to say is that you should not just go for one type of search and that one alone. You should just open your horizons and try to find as many things as possible. I know then you can claim, well, then it's the same as it was before because you have to go in all of those websites. Well, it is not, because you still have that tool of the comparison websites that will give you a bit more to work with. However, you really need to stretch a little bit, see the airlines directly, see other avenues, and really find the best deal for you. At the moment, the price of flying is still quite high. I know it's been coming down slowly, but it is still quite high, and especially if we're talking about Australia. We have spoken about this before. We need a bit more competition in the market in order to bring prices down, and that here is still a bit high. But if we really do our homework and if we really search and do our research, I think we can get a better deal for everyone. So I hope you really like it. You know, if you have any ideas, any suggestions for something you would like me to talk about in our gadget reports, please leave a comment below and I'll be very happy to accommodate your suggestions. Or if you have any questions, do the same, leave a comment below and I'll be very happy to answer it. And you know, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.